Hello, Black Pines, and to listeners in other parts of this weird planet who may be tuned in. How is your Friday going? Mine has been quite productive. I'm at Josephine's Cafe in the city, across from the library, where I have spent the better part of 3 hours researching that unusual death I mentioned that occurred while I was away in Barbados. I'm off today, so time was on my side in searching for clues about the most bizarre death that's happened in Culpeper in recent times. 4 days ago, Pelican Daily News released a video with a report of a woman who was found dead on a picnic bench at Paradise Bay. Some picnickers interviewed said she'd entered the park carrying a box of fast food and a backpack. No more than 10 minutes had passed before she was seen slumping onto the bench. They noticed she had been coughing a lot as she ate. A deep, bone-shaking cough that made goosebumps pop up on one's skin. Those who rushed to help said she was soaking wet from crown to shoes, which seemed very odd. One woman remarked she was as dry as a well turned upside down when she walked by her. And adding to the strange event, the deceased's lips appeared to be covered in mud. There were leaves sticking out of her mouth, and water seemed to be oozing from her skin. But at no point had this woman ventured into the ocean. How did this woman go from being biscuit dry to being drenched without being near water? And it was not raining. Were the witnesses mistaken when they claimed to see leaves protruding from her mouth and mud on her lips? Is it possible they saw bits of food and maybe some kind of sauce instead? After all, she was having a meal. But, all those very odd observances aside, the one with her skin oozing water has my brain cells more twisted than a pretzel having a seizure. Whoa, no, this one is unmatched, folks. Irrefutably so. After watching the report, I'd phoned Gina to talk about it, and she mentioned a great aunt of hers said this wasn't the first time something like this had occurred. She was quite certain a very similar incident took place in the 80s or 90s. And that, my friends, is the reason I'm at the library today. I found not one, but 2 cases. One in 1982 and one in 2002, both from Worthington. A popular weekly column called Mystery Rock highlighted these cases. The details were not extensive, but there were remarkable similarities. The 2 people, a man and a woman, were both found soaking wet, leaves sticking out of their mouths, and lips muddy. The man was found in his car in a parking lot of a business center, and the woman was discovered at a botanical garden. I I simply do not know where to begin in forming theories for this one, dear listeners. But you can trust I will find a starting point soon and investigate as far as my resources will allow to find answers. Now, I know you're curious about Cleophas Ringwald and getting an update. Well, incidentally, as I was going through the news archives, I came across his name a few times in the court report sections. Mr. Ringwald was arrested a few times for disturbing the peace, but I found no details as yet for what motivated the acts. What do you think? Could this be a mysterious illness? Would it be premature to entertain the idea there could be a serial killer on the island of Culpeper? Now I'm going to finish my carambola jelly puffs and ice cold coconut water. I am absolutely starving. I skipped breakfast this morning. Then I will head home and go over my notes. I would love to camp out in the library all day and into tomorrow, but I don't think the staff and security will allow that. And I know they're already tired of me inquiring about documents. I do hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Until I have more to tell folks, which will hopefully be soon.